Hello, everyone. I am Pharmacist Michael, and today I have April with me, and we're going to talk.
Hi.
We're going to talk a little bit about her workout routine, how she stays healthy, how she gets through her busy days, and whatever else we decide to talk about. Hi, April. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
So, you are I guess we'd call you a health nut, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Okay. So how did you start? Have you always been that way or?
Um, no, actually I have not. It was after my son was born, probably a year after my son was born. I was 120 pounds overweight. That's what started my journey.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like getting tired going up and down steps and stuff. Like I didn't want to live like that no more.
Okay. So you were 120 pounds overweight and
Easy. I weighed 230 pounds and I'm 4'11".
so how did you made the decision to lose weight. So what did
I
you
did.
do? How did you do it?
Well, it's kind of funny because we were at Walmart the one time, and my husband and I said, "Oh, I want one of these ab lounges. I really want one." He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to put it together, and it's just going to sit there and collect dust." And it did for 6 months. He's like, "If you don't use it, I'm going to pack it up and take it back to the store." So I started using it. I did 500 crunches in the morning, 500 in the afternoon, and about 1,000 before I went to bed. And it paid off. About a year later, it paid off.
Okay. So you do more than just crunches though, don't you?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like I do weights and everything, especially now. Like I go to dance and I do classes too because I have social anxiety, so I have to keep around people.
Okay.
So that way so that helps a lot. And but yeah, I do weights, I do run, I do cardio, and I kind of mix it up.
How long did it take you to lose 120 pounds?
About a year.
A year?
Yeah.
And how did you keep yourself motivated during that time?
You know what? I did have a sidetrack. I ain't gonna lie. Like I did have a backtrack to where, when I moved south 6 years ago, I kind of got comfortable and it kind of got off guard. So I was kind of putting it back. But then once I put my mind back to it, just calorie deficit, that was it. That was huge. And the herbs and spices, like you say with your turmeric and stuff, has really changed my mind. Like my anxiety is no longer. I can't say that, maybe once in a blue moon, but for the most part, like everything, I switched to all natural, like from my food products to my shampoo and conditioner to my clothes. I completely did a 180.
Okay, so
And
tell me what April eats in a typical day.
well, first thing I go for is my coffee in the morning, and I have mushroom coffee, which is amazing.
Okay.
And that's what I drink. A lot of good lion's mane and good mushroom powders that are in it. That's good for our health benefits.
Yep.
And then I drink an 8-ounce thing of celery juice, which is an amazing detox. That's my breakfast first thing in the morning.
So that's it.
That's
coffee and celery juice.
Celery juice first thing, because I'm not an eater when I get up. Like I never have been. So it takes me at least until like maybe I'm up around 6:37 every morning. It takes me till maybe 9 or 10 before I'm actually feeling hungry. So I eat a lot of greens.
Okay.
A lot of greens, because when my mama got diagnosed with breast cancer, I became a vegan.
Okay.
Because I'm a gene carrier. So I guess that's what really changed all aspects of me with herbs and stuff. But since I grow my own herbs and my own spices, I put them in my greens. So I'll eat greens twice a day if I'm hungry. Like I'll just from cucumbers to cabbage to, peppers to all that I put in there. But I put all different types of herbs and spices all through it all the time.
Okay, so what do you eat for lunch? What's a typical lunch for you?
That's it right there. My greens,
Just
and then I'll have some greens and my watermelon. I'll cut a whole watermelon in half and eat the whole half with a spoon.
Same thing for dinner?
I like to change it up sometimes. I guess it really depends. But I like Brussels sprouts and stuff like that once in a while. So I'll cook them up and eat them. with a mixture of, like, I have a whole set in the fridge of like different greens. So I don't have the same greens I have for lunch as I do for dinner, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But I stay on the same routine all the time, but that's how I've been for many years. You know what I'm saying?
What about the rest of your family? Do they eat the same way
Um,
you do?
my daughter does. My oldest has really carried on my traits, which I'm hoping to be that good influence when it comes to health.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not perfect, but my daughter is a gym phobia like me. We go to the gym together. She eats greens. Now she will eat chicken. She's more of a flexitarian, which is good for her and
What about
stuff and fish and whatnot. But yeah, my other ones, no. And I can't force them because that wasn't me my whole life. So I can't just change everything they've ever known. You know what I'm saying?
yes? So
They've gotten healthier, but
hubby doesn't eat greens every meal.
I eat a lot of fruits and greens, so I guess I can't say it's just green. But
Okay.
nah, I mean, he doesn't. We don't buy red meat or pork at all, so that
Okay.
none of that is in my home. But he will eat like the white meats, like the turkey, and I cook it for him.
Okay.
So, and the chicken and stuff. But we don't consume any type of red meats. We don't consume anything of that. So,
Do you go to the gym every single day?
I do not. Today's my day off of the gym. Looky there.
Okay.
And I try not to on the weekends because that's family time. And you know, the North Carolina, it's full of mountains. So we like to go hiking and that's our exercise. It's like a family thing. We do family stuff together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we enjoy it. The mountains are so beautiful.
It's hard to picture you 120 pounds overweight.
Well, look at my Facebook, or my TikTok, you'll see.
Wow. Yeah, and you just made a decision. And back then, were you still vegan though, or not?
No, I was not. I was not. I was not. I was a meat eater. I think what really made me go to vegan was the fact of mom getting breast cancer, and then I go and get the genetic gene testing. I test positive for the mutation gene.
Oh,
That
okay.
ups my chance up to 80% chance. So I'm doing everything I can to keep those genes from mutation. It can be environmental. It could be the food we eat. And I truly believe we are what we eat. And it's not just about food. It's with what we use, our water. I mean,
Right. That's very true. So, what about pastas and potatoes and things like that?
okay, that's the thing. You're gonna laugh because I'm an Italian. I've always loved my pasta and my cheese. Chocolate and cheese has always been the thing for me. So that was probably the hardest to let go.
But you
But
can't, if you're a vegan, you can't eat pasta, right?
no, you can. That's that.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can.
you can see there. You can eat breads and you can eat all that. There's a difference between really bad vegan and a good vegan, a healthy vegan and non-healthy. I mean, it doesn't matter if you eat meat, if you consume as a candy bar. I think it's all come down to calorie deficit. I mean, that's the end
Right.
of the day.
Okay.
I mean, that's my thing. I don't think you have to be a vegan to be healthy. Absolutely
No,
not.
I don't either. I don't either. But I think it helps with the calories because if you're not eating a lot of pasta and meat, you can eat
Yeah,
a lot more greens.
I do. I really eat a lot. Like, I mean, a lot. A lot. I probably have more vitamin K than most people out there. No, I'm just kidding.
And you grow your own, so you know it's healthy, it's
I,
organic.
I do. I've got so many herbs sitting right here beside me right now growing.
It's amazing to me.
I have sweet Italian basil. I have chocolate mint. I have sage. I have oregano, and I have thyme.
Wow. There's some people in here. They're not talking. Does anybody have any questions for April? I know they're here because I can see them.
Uh-huh.
They're being very, very quiet today.
Well, I don't want anybody to feel as if you have to be my way to be healthy, because that's not.
No.
That's not my interpretation here. I want, and for anybody that wants to lose weight, do it for themselves. Don't do it for somebody else, because that's the biggest mistake you could do.
Right.
Do it for your health benefit. Do it for you as as a person. And that, because if not, I mean, there's just don't do, I mean, I'm all about doing for me. I mean, and I've got little ones. I got to be healthy for them.
Right. So when you go to the gym, do you Do you do legs one day and arms one day and cardio one day?
I do so much cardio. I walk to the gym from my house, which is about 1.5 miles, and that alone is my leg cardio.
Wow. Okay. And how long do you spend in the gym?
Well, my dance days are about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. That's Wednesdays and Fridays. And then Thursdays, I do an extreme class, and it's pretty hardcore, but it's so fun. Like, I like that burning feeling, and that's about an hour.
Okay.
And then that's on Thursday. And then Monday, I'll go run the treadmill for an hour and then go to a regular step class. See, I'm more about classes, honestly.
What do you do for your mental health?
Besides
Besides the gym.
Well, I tell you what, my mental health was in a bad place. And it was like my anxiety would get so bad. I'm ill. I'm sick. My food, just me changing my food changed my whole entire, the people I'm around. We are all energy.
Right.
So the people I'm around, I mean, I think really helps. I have such a good support team. I can't ask for a better support team. Trustworthy people and so positive. And that's what we all need is positivity.
Right.
You know, and I try to stay away from the negative, and that helps with my mental health.
So when you changed your diet and you decided to lose weight, how long did it take you to start feeling different?
Well, you know what? I'm not one to weigh myself. Honestly, I don't believe in doing, I just don't. I think I just went with it. I went with it. I didn't, because I'm one of them people that want everything to happen overnight. And it doesn't work that way.
Right.
So I mean, about 6 months into it, I'm like, wait a minute, these pants aren't fitting. What's going, I'm not one, like I said, just to weigh myself every day, because that puts anxiety on me and it's not healthy.
What I'm asking though, my question though is, as far as not just weight, I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean like feeling good, energy wise?
Right.
Within the first 30 to 90 days, I mean, I felt great, full of energy.
So you don't eat any junk food anymore?
I don't. I really don't.
No candy, no cakes, no pies, nothing like that.
No, sir. I do not. Nope.
So when you get a craving for something sweet, you just eat fruit, I'm assuming.
I do. Lots of it. And
watermelon?
Watermelon. There's strawberries. I like those. I mean, stuff like that. Yeah. Blueberries, so good for you.
Yes. Oh, yes. And one thing that I've noticed is if you stop eating the super sweet stuff, the fruits taste a lot sweeter.
They do. They do. And like I said, the first 30 days, I think to me was the hardest, but my body has adjusted to it to where it don't bother me anymore.
Right. Well, you like it now because you know.
I do.
You know it makes you feel good.
And I'm happy.
You're happy? You're healthy?
Yes. I can say I'm healthier now than what I've ever been in a long time. And I can't say I don't have my moments to where I get sick. I can't say I don't have my moments to where I'm down. We're human.
Absolutely. So when you're talking about this gene, this breast cancer gene, did the doctors tell you how this diet would affect that?
You know what? They don't. And I don't really want to get into the doctor side of it because you know how that rolls out to be. Right, I mean, that's a whole other situation. I did my own research, to be honest. I did. It was all on me. So maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a doctor, but this is just in my opinion.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't.
I pray I'm not. I take a lot of vitamins. I try so hard to take care of myself.
And I think that a lot of illnesses do come from the foods we eat, especially processed foods.
Yes.
And I think if you're able to grow your own food and cook your own food and stay away from things that are processed and full of fats and all those types of things, that you're way better off for sure.
Yes.
And you look great. I mean,
thank you.
And you seem happy.
I'm so happy.
And your daughter, so is there a difference between the two?
Like as in her and I?
No. You said one of your kids does what you do. Do you have two daughters?
I have 3 children actually.
Oh, you have three. Okay.
The one that I'm my oldest is the one that is more like me. She'll be 18 pretty soon.
Okay.
But my son, he'll be 15 in August, and my baby's 11.
Okay. You said they don't eat exactly like you do,
Yeah.
the younger ones.
Mm-mm.
Are they as healthy as you are?
I like to believe so. I mean, I think they are. They've never had any health issues, praise Jesus, but
They're probably fine. They're young still.
they are. They are. I mean, if I give them milk, they're old enough now. They don't need that whole milk. They don't need that 2%. We only buy skim milk in my house. So if they're to get milk, they're getting skim milk anyways.
Right. What about candy bars and cakes and pies and all that kind of stuff?
I don't buy it. Now,
So they
the
can't eat it.
holidays, I'll make it. I'll bake it myself on the holidays, but they deserve that once in a while.
Yeah.
You know, that treat.
Yeah, you don't want to make them feel like they're being deprived of something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't buy soda. I don't buy any. I just don't. When we go, like if we would go out to eat or we would go somewhere, a soda to them is a treat because they don't get it.
Right. What do you drink?
Lemon water and coffee. That's it. Mushroom coffee and lemon water.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
Yep.
When you feel like splurging, what's your favorite meal? If you could have anything you wanted.
If I could have anything I wanted, just give me some chocolate and cheese and a glass of sweet Italian wine, honey.
Okay. No alcohol.
Chocolate and cheese just go good together. If I could have that, that's all I'd want.
But you don't drink anymore, right? At all.
I don't drink at all. I don't drink at all. My dad was an alcoholic and he died at 53 of alcoholism, and I'm not bound. No, I don't drink at all.
Wow.
Yep, I don't. Now, my husband likes a beer once in a while, but not me. It's not for me.
Okay, ladies, I need some questions for April here. She is probably one of the healthiest people I've ever talked to.
Well, I don't know about that.
Her diet is spot on. I mean, you're probably Whole30 compliant or very close to it. I think you are Whole30 compliant, which is super hard to stay on. I mean, I've done it, but if you can survive on greens and
herbs, spices, and vitamins.
Herbs, spices, vitamins, mushroom coffee.
I like mushrooms too. I just haven't ate them in a long time. And when I eat my vegetables, they cannot be cooked. They got to be raw because the nutrition is not being sucked out of them.
Oh, so you don't even cook your food?
Nope, I eat them all raw. I'll grab you know what I get for a snack? I'll go and get a mini cucumber out of my refrigerator and eat it.
Do you put anything on them? Spices?
I actually learned how to make my own lemon peel seasoning, and I'm so excited about it. I do use that. I use this pineapple seasoning. See, I have low sodium. That's my only downfall. My iron's low from not eating meat, and my sodium is on the lower side, but that's also genetic. My dad had really low sodium. My auntie does, and I have low sodium.
So how long did it take you to go from what you used to eat to what you eat now? Did it just happen all at once, or did you slowly?
It took at least a year to transition to a complete vegan because I was not putting my body into shock. Mm-mm.
But people that are vegan, a lot of them that I know, they'll eat like fake vegan cheese. And
but is it real though? But is it real? I mean, they say it. No, it's processed, and I can't. Right. I'm sorry.
You don't do that.
No, absolutely not. I
mean, it doesn't even. Do you eat salads even?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do eat salads. Okay.
Now, if I could eat tomatoes, I would eat one like an apple, but I have really bad reflex. So I've learned like different vitamins to help with that, but I'm not bound to go through that pain. It's just not worth it. But I love tomatoes. No,
No, she doesn't eat meat, Daphne. None.
I don't.
No meat, no cheese, no milk.
No, but I do make homemade almond milk. It's pretty good.
Okay, how do you do that?
Cashew milk is a big hit here, and it's pretty much the same concept as the almond milk. If you would take almonds, soak them in like a mason jar with the lid, okay?
In
Soak them for
water?
about, yeah, with water. I'd say lukewarm. I mean, whatever you want to use. Let it sit for 18 to 24 hours. Now, I let mine sit for 24. I pour it in the strainer the next day, and you strain it out until the water strains out clear. So when the water strains out clear, I stick it in a blender. You blend up what you can. Now, I have a really high-tech blender, and then I add 2 cups of water.
So the almonds are what you put in the blender.
The almonds, yep, and then 2 cups of
strain them.
it would be about one to make about a half, well, about 1/4 of a gallon. You're going to need 2 cups of almonds or cashews.
Janet wants to know where you get your protein from.
Plants. How do you think animals get their protein? They eat the plants for their protein.
So like broccoli has a lot of protein in it.
Yes. That's like when I hear people say, well, you got to eat meat for protein. Well, how do you think the animals that everyone eats, how do you think they get their protein? From the plants.
Right. What about nuts?
I love nuts. I do like cashews. I like almonds. I like walnuts. But I got to watch with my teeth.
Oh, okay.
Eating so many nuts, I don't think is good for your intestines. You can get like a gastritis. There's something, because I got IBS from eating too many nuts.
Okay, here's a good question. How do you afford to eat healthy?
It's really not that. It's not as expensive as what people think. I work for a produce.
And you grow your own stuff too.
I do grow my own. Yes, I do. Yes, sir, I do, and that helps. I mean, you got to do it portion. What makes it expensive is when people buy it and they don't eat it every day like I do. They let it sit in the fridge and it don't take long to go bad. It gets bad, then you got to buy new. That's when it becomes expensive. If you know and you plan your meals, you know that it's going to last. You know, you learn.
So you eat pretty much 100% of what you buy?
Well, I mean, except for the meat that I buy, like the turkey, ground turkey and stuff.
You won't eat that, but your family will.
I can't deprive my husband.
Oh,
I mean, It's not really depriving. It's the fact that this is how we grew up and changing everything that my family has ever known, because that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
just.
But you have a good reason to do it.
I do, and I look at it this way. If the junk food is not in the house for any of us to eat it, then we're not going to eat it.
Right. And what you've been doing is working for you. You feel better.
It is. And
like I said, ton of weight.
I have, but I can't say that I'm perfect either. I still get anxiety. I still get anxiety sometimes. There's times that I'll get into a funk, and I got to tell myself, April, get up. Because when you're down and you stay down, it's hard to get out of that slump. And I'll tell myself, this is my motto, and I actually learned it from one of my extreme instructors. Don't stop, don't quit, don't give up, because we have to live. And I tell myself and use that so often in everything I do in my life.
So Doodle's asking, you make different meals for different people at dinner.
I keep it together, and I set the table. So they can choose the greens if they want in the bowl. I mean, it's there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, my husband works third shift. So like I keep dinner at the same time every day. So it's ready by 3:30, 4 o'clock every single day, same time.
Okay.
And I set it all out. So whatever I cook, if they don't want to eat what's there, then they can eat the greens too. I don't care. It's just how I do it.
But you eat nothing that's cooked at all.
No, 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 I don't.
You're eating raw vegetables for every
I do
meal.
because I feel that unless it's mushrooms now, if I eat mushrooms, I do like them cooked or raw.
Okay.
But it's just like I feel like especially with like a lot, like I eat the cabbage as lettuce. I got this Chinese cabbage for the first time, and I'm like, I don't even want to share it, but I will. It's so good.
Yeah, that's yummy.
It is. But I just set it all at the table, so I let them choose what they want.
She says she has to. Doodle makes chicken nuggets for one and dinner for the grown-ups.
Aw.
Well, April doesn't have to cook anything though. I mean, so
No,
that
I
saves
do.
her time. I mean, not for you though.
No, no.
Which saves you time because.
Well, technically, I have 6 people in my house because I adopted my friend's little girl daughter. So, which is nice. She's a good kid. So, I mean, it just makes it all the funner.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I had no idea. I knew you went to the gym a lot, but I didn't know that you completely survived on uncooked.
Pretty much
but I think that's
cucumbers,
awesome.
cucumbers, lettuce, and now I do have broccoli once in a while, but it bloats me up so bad. So if I'm going to eat it, it better be like around 10 in the morning before I go to the gym because there is so much fiber, which we need the fiber, but I don't like that bloated feeling, to be honest.
A lot of gas too from broccoli for sure.
Yeah, and I don't feel like gassing it up and farting.
I don't blame you. What about beets? Do you eat beets?
I tried beets. I want to like them because of my iron being on the lower side, but I've tried them pickled. I've tried them regular. I can't. They're so gross.
What about cauliflower?
I do like it. I do like cauliflower sometimes.
But would you eat it raw?
Oh, yeah. But you know what the funny thing is? When I make my greens, I use mustard because of my sodium being low. I'll just load it up with mustard and stir it around and put all of my herbs in it, my homemade herbs and spices. And then that's how I eat it. It gives it the seasoning. No dressing for this girl.
How often do you check your blood to make sure that you're okay?
I go to the doctors. I go to the doctors, which I usually go. I haven't been in a while, but my iron was on the lower side a few months ago. But I just got to find the right stuff to bring it up. And I take iron supplements. So.
Okay. Now I'm going to start asking you some more difficult questions. The first one, if there was somebody that was 120 pounds overweight and they didn't want to take any diet pills and they didn't want to be on Mounjaro and they see this video and they want to do what you did, what would you tell them to do? And how would you explain to them how they could get from where they are now to where you are now?
Well, first and foremost, have confidence in who you are. Believe in yourself. That's the first thing you got to get to before you do anything. You can work out all day long and hate yourself for your weight, but you're not going to love yourself when you're smaller. You got to learn to love yourself now, and then we'll talk.
That's right. And I agree with you 100% on that one.
I mean, I'm all about it, but I don't expect people to be exactly like me. I just want people to love themselves for who they are. And to me, once you love yourself for who you are and you're around the right people and the most positive people, you're going to do it on your own. You're not going to need my help.
That's right. A lot of people want to lose weight for the wrong reasons. Like
exactly. And I
don't ever do it for somebody else.
Yep.
But probably one of the big reasons that it worked so well for you is because you had a very good reason to do it to start with.
That's it. It was a health reason. That's it right there. That's the only reason.
Can we do a recap? Okay. Yes, we can do that, Twinkie. So April, in her family, she's got the breast cancer gene. So she did not want to end up with breast cancer. So she, after her daughter or son was born. She was 120 pounds overweight, and she decided to change her life. So she stopped eating basically everything but fruits and vegetables. And how long has it been now since you've been doing this?
4 years.
4 years. And she lost 120 pounds.
If not more. Yeah, I'm small.
She's small. And she's short. She's 4'11". So
I am.
She's been telling us, you know, I've been asking her what she eats, what she does at the gym. She's got 4 kids she takes care of. Do you work full time?
Part time, but
Part-time.
but they're mostly tended. Now my husband, he's an engineer,
Okay.
so he works full time and then some, and then I go out, and when I work, I'll work 10 to 12 hours. Sometimes I don't get home until late.
Yeah, she's not just vegan though, Daphne. She doesn't cook anything either that she eats. She cooks for her family, but she doesn't cook anything that she eats. So
No, sir.
She eats all raw vegetables.
I do, and I'll prefer my vegetables over watermelon any day. I mean, it's just who I am. Like
And what's your favorite again?
Favorite what?
Favorite vegetable? What do you eat the most of? Is it lettuce? Is it
probably
cucumbers?
the cooler greens.
Okay.
I like kale too, but then you get sick of it after a while, so I kind of switch it up.
Yeah. Kale's super, super good for you though.
Yeah, well, after a while, it gets too crunchy for me. I get sick of it. I got to change it up a little bit.
What is the difference between vegan and vegetarian?
Well, a vegetarian is somebody that still consumes dairy, but not meat. Vegan is all dairy products, period, from the clothes, not just food, everything. To no meat, no nothing. That's the difference.
Right. No eggs either, right? Nothing.
Eggs are technically not dairy, but I don't consume them because they are from a chicken. Yeah.
Right. I have raw fruits and veggies. No one. Fish? You don't eat fish either, do you?
Listen, fish is such a godly food, and I wish I could, but I can't hack the smell of it, let alone eat it.
Oh, so she doesn't like fish.
It's the smell. I don't like no seafood because of the smell, man. I can't do it.
And if you don't cook the vegetables, they don't have a smell, right?
Yeah, like broccoli smells terrible cooked. I can't do that either.
And you just eat stuff with mustard.
Mustard and seasoning. I'm telling you, my herbs and spices. I mean, they're awesome.
Grow your own herbs, right? You don't buy spices; you just grow them.
Yeah, look, and I'll show you. This is my chocolate mint.
Oh,
wait till you see my basil. Oh, my basil.
Guys, this is awesome.
You ready to see my sweet Italian basil?
I want to see it. Absolutely. Look at that.
Me.
So you just take some of those leaves and mix it in with the vegetables?
You can, yeah, actually I could take a leaf right now and eat one of those chocolate mint leaves or a basil. Yeah.
Wow. You're amazing, April.
Well, I don't know about that, but
I think I think people are going to watch this, and I hope some of them try it. I do. I
hope, but I don't want to make people feel the need as if they have to change who they are.
No, I mean, I don't think they will.
There's so much, there's just so much joy in life. And honestly, my big reason for change, I honestly believe, is the good Lord, faith. I mean, faith has brought me thus far. I mean, right. Without faith and without the good Lord in my life, I don't know where I'd be. I mean, I owe it all to him.
And you think he's what caused you to do the studying and figure out?
No, I think that having faith is a big thing that we all really, I mean, me, myself, I mean, but I just think that it's just my heart. When watching my mom pass away of breast cancer was awful.
Yes.
That traumatized me more than anything in this world.
Yep. And that has changed your life in a
Completely.
positive way,
I think so.
So I always ask people about silver linings. Nobody wants their parents to pass away. My dad passed away years ago. It's horrible.
It is horrible, but it's life. And when we think the world, like when this stuff happens, the world stops for us, but it doesn't stop. All around us, it continues.
That's right.
I mean, I can mourn. We're all going to mourn, and we all mourn differently. But then we also got to get up and keep going because we still have family that love us. We have friends that love us. And you just got to keep fighting. I mean, it's what it is.
Did any of your friends or your family think you were nuts when you started doing this?
I still think some of them do. They always say that, oh, they think because I'm so small that I'm too small, and maybe I am, but I'm happy and I'm not out to please anybody else.
Except your family. And
except
you.
my family, me. I mean, yeah, exactly. And my kids need me, and so be it. Maybe I am doing it wrong. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I mean, I feel in my heart that I'm doing the right thing that I need to do.
Do you ever get sick?
I do.
Do you get sick more now than you used to when you were on the other diet, or less?
I don't know. I mean, when I get sick, it's more or less stress sick, and it'll make me nauseous. And that's when I got to calm myself down and realize this is who you become. This is who you are. Be an inspiration. It's not so much like coughing sick, pneumonia sick. And praise Jesus for that, because can't even tell you the last time I got pneumonia or anything like that.
Good. That's awesome.
But I mean, I get stressed myself out. Like I said, I'm human, just like everybody else.
Right. What advice do you have for all these beautiful ladies in here?
That love who you are, because you're all beautiful. Beauty comes from the inside, not what we look at on the outside.
That's right.
Always be you. Attract the right people. Don't be somebody else.
I will agree with you 100%.
And always love who you are, because at the end of the day, we're only going to have ourselves.
Yep. And it's a lot easier. Go ahead.
Yep. We are our own worst critic, like in more ways than one.
Yeah. And I think that if, I tell people, I had a lady on here that was looking for a partner, and I told her, I said, you have to love yourself first before you're going to become attractive to other people too.
Yes.
So,
yes, sir.
Confidence is super important.
Yes.
Being happy people notice when you're smiling more.
Mm-hmm.
And it
I mean, I can't say my confidence is always high, because I'll have down days where I'll just wear a baggy shirt and baggy clothes because I feel terrible, like I'm not gonna lie, my confidence ain't always 100%, but it ain't always low either.
And you notice it when it's not, and do something to fix it.
I try.
This has been a wonderful interview.
I guess I want my kids. Yeah, and you know what? I want my kids to love themselves for who they are, and they got to see their mama love who she is.
Right.
And that to me, I think, makes me snap out of it, because there are times, like I said, I'm human, and I have my down days. I get into funks. I don't want to be around anybody. My social anxiety starts acting up, and I just got to keep reminding myself who I have become, who I am.
Right. Right. And I think you're doing all the right things. I think you're
well, I mean, I might have my downfalls, and I know I do, but
everybody does. Nobody's perfect, like you said. We're not perfect.
No.
But you're definitely eating healthy.
Yeah, I try.
And you're not consuming any poisonous foods at all.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You're not eating TV dinners every night or going through
I don't buy them.
drive-through.
Yeah, I don't buy them.
Remember who is watching. Yes.
I
I
guess
know.
I just want to, and I look at it like this: if I can just change one person to learn to love themselves at the end of the day, then I know I did my job. Just one person,
Right. I agree with
because
you.
I've been there and I'm still there. And there's times I've been on both sides of the totem. I've been to where I am so small to where people look at me and they will judge me. I have been to the other side where I have been obese to where I could barely walk up steps and I was judged. And that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter because we live in this judgmental world of horror. That's what I
Yeah.
always say. And if we can be that one change to help somebody else, just as simple as your shirt looks beautiful on you, or I love that color. I mean, something so simple could change everybody's life forever.
Yep.
Like, and I'm going to cry because I am really strong about that because I have been on both sides.
Right. And you're right. It doesn't matter really what you look like.
Yeah.
It matters how you feel about
Yep.
yourself.
Yes. And I can't speak it strongly enough. I can't speak. I mean, it's surreal. And I still have my moments. I've been so depressed to the point where I can't get out of bed. I've been so depressed to where I'm throwing up. I've been there, and it's an awful feeling, and I don't want anybody to go through that.
And Doodle says, when you feel like giving up, remember who is watching, which I think is a very
I agree. Well, I agree 100%.
That's I hear somebody that's watching in the background.
No, that's just my neighbor talking.
Oh, okay. But yes, she is right. And you are, you've experienced.
It's just like my heart is so. I'm such an empath, and my heart is right there. It is just sometimes hard for me to express how I feel.
But you've experienced judgment on both sides.
I have, and I still do. I mean, I experience it every day.
People probably think you have an eating disorder. Yeah.
So people look at me but they don't live my life. They don't walk in my shoes. They don't know what I've been through every single day of my life,
Right. And it's not
and
their
that's
job.
how I look at other people.
It's not their job to determine what's too small.
No. Nope. Exactly. I learned to look outside of the box. I can't just look in the box at anything or anybody.
Right.
I mean, I look outside of the box and look at the big picture of things. There's a reason why people are the way they are for a reason.
I agree with you.
Rather it's somebody on drugs or somebody smoking or somebody drinking, it's like everybody can change, but they got to have that one person to love them. When they don't feel loved, that's when they want to give up, and that hurts.
Well, and the first person that they need to look at to love them is themselves.
Yep, exactly. That is exactly it.
You can't change for somebody else. It just doesn't work.
No, you can only change yourself. And surround yourself by the people that are positive, that are joyful, that have the good energy. Surround yourself with good energy. Be who you are so you can attract the right people that are going to love you for you.
And it's, I don't know if you saw the interview with the hypnotist I had on here, but I asked her.
No, I can't wait. I'm going to watch it tonight.
I said, who's the hardest person to hypnotize? And she told me, when somebody brings somebody else in to stop smoking, or somebody brings somebody else in to lose weight, because they have to want to do it.
Yes.
They can't do it because somebody else wants them to do it.
Exactly. You have to truly want it. And that's with anything. Our minds are the most powerful things we have. Not our heart, not our anything, our minds.
I agree.
We can control so much with our minds. The way we interpret anything in life. I can see the most beautiful flower in front of me and somebody else could think it's really ugly.
Yep. And you can turn any positive situation into a negative situation and any negative situation into a positive situation if you try hard enough and you train yourself to do that.
That's like with a bad day. I mean, you wake up and all this stuff goes wrong, but think about all the good that has come from that, though. There's got to be a good in between there somewhere. It can't be all sour,
And if there were no less than ideal days, there'd be no good days. There'd just be days.
Yep.
You'd never know what a good day was if all the days were the same.
Well, exactly. And if everybody looked the same and everybody was the same, it'd be boring, right?
That's right. It would be boring. They don't have the same assignment in life. Your journey is yours. That's right.
That's it.
And the only person that knows why we're actually here is God.
Yes. Yes.
Some of us have a good idea, but sometimes it takes you 50 years to figure it out.
That's it. We all have a purpose. We're all here. We're all here for a purpose. Even if we run into these people and they're like, well, I thought they were my friends. They were never my friends to begin with. No, you ran into them for a reason. Everybody we run into, everything that we experience was meant to happen the way that it's happened.
That's exactly what I think too. Yep. I don't think there's accidents. God doesn't make mistakes. That's what I tell people. God does not make. I tell my son that all the time because
he's so cute, little Joshua.
He's got dwarfism, and he says, "Dad, why am I small?" And I said, "Because that's the way God made you." And he says, "Yeah, but I want to be tall."
No, he doesn't.
No, I said, God doesn't make mistakes.
No.
Olivia.
No, he does not. He's perfect the way he is.
And you know, Joshua, he brings a lot of joy
to
a lot of people that have never seen him even on TikTok.
You tell him I think he is the cutest thing. Tell him I'm little, just like him.
Yeah, I will tell him that. I will tell him that. That
makes us extra special. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be taller. I'm happy the way, you know.
And then I'll tell him sometimes, hi, Kim. I'll tell him sometimes that, you know, the reason I don't have any hair, I mean, you got hair. I don't have hair.
Yeah. Yeah, so see? How cute.
Yeah.
I love watching his videos.
Yeah. He entertains a lot of people. This is April, Kim. You'll see her in the lives on TikTok a lot. She's talking about her journey. Dynamite comes in small packages. That's true.
That's it.
Yes, it does. And he's definitely dynamite.
I love it, though. I love it.
I think April's got some dynamite in her, too.
Oh, well, I'm Italian, so I definitely do. And then my husband's Irish. He's my Irish man.
Oh.
So we made some firecrackers. That's what I say. Oh, man.
Does he have a temper?
Actually, no. I think, see, we're not much of we don't really argue. And it's funny because he'll look at me and he'd be like, you're so cute when you're mad. Are you done yet? All right. Have a good day at work, baby. I love you. I'll do it. He's getting ready to leave for work and he's riding his bike.
Oh, wow. Good.
Yeah. But now he's more mellow than me. I mean, I'm more of the, he says cranky.
I don't think you're crazy.
No, we pick on each other all the time. It's just how we are. I mean, we've been together over 20 years. So we can pick on each other like that.
Yeah. Do you ever argue?
And we're going on 21 now. And he'll say, well, it feels like a lifetime, but no.
Do you argue?
Not really. I mean, we have disagreements, but we're just not big screamers. And we're not like the big, we don't like to hang on each other. It's just how we are.
Yeah.
You know, he does his thing and I do my thing, but at the end of the day, we're together. You know, like we're just not clingy people.
Right.
I love you, baby. Let me know you made it. Message me and let me know you made it.
Oh, he's going to
love you. I have to. I worry. That's just part of me.
I've only been hit once.
Almost.
He's been hit once.
Yeah, well, it was by our neighbor's sister, and she felt so bad. He went flying off his bike. She said it was like slow-mo. He went and fell backwards into the grass. He didn't get hit, though, and she come to the door, and she's like, I am so sorry I about hit your husband. I said, he's alive, and he's sleeping. He worked last night.
Wow. 27
Oh, he's
years.
something.
Kim's been married.
How long?
27 years, it says.
Wow, that's amazing. That's awesome. I think we're not around each other a lot. With him being an engineer technician, he's gone a lot, and with me working part-time, and then I go to the gym, and sometimes he'll go with me just to walk the track, just for us to have some time together to talk. But it's just we're just not. I don't know. We're different.
You ever got him into the dance class?
He won't go into dance. Are you kidding me? I ain't gonna make him either. He's more of the weights.
Yeah.
Now he won't go. And the dance I do is Zumba, which I have the best instructors I could ever ask for. And they're really close with me, and they're such an inspiration. But no, I ain't gonna get him in there with a bunch of girls. I ain't gonna make him. I mean, if he wanted to, more power to him, but he doesn't want.
Doodle says she spends too much time with her husband. Way too much time.
Sometimes when that happens, that's when, like, I think that would cause Chuck and I to argue, my husband. But for the most part, we're just not around each other enough to argue. Even if I wanted to argue with him, it don't happen.
Yeah. Does your family accept him? What do you mean, Kim?
Those are his children. I only have kids to him, and then I adopted my friend's little girl.
Does your family accept him? I wonder if she means your parents. I'm not sure what she means by that.
You know what? Let me tell you about that. My dad loved him, but loves him when he was alive. And when my mom, I'm telling you what, before she died, she said, "You know what, honey?" She goes, "I know you're going to be okay." She says, "Because when I leave," and this was 3 months before she died, she said, because you and Chuck have each other. She's absolutely loved him. She actually gave him his first Christmas he's ever had because he grew up very poor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
I grew up kind of not really the opposite, middle class, but he grew up real poor, not having anything. So, my mom gave him his first Christmas. He said when he was little, he woke up to no presents under the tree, and that's how he knew Santa Claus wasn't real.
Wow.
Yeah. But we've been together since. I mean, when we got together, my daddy got us our first apartment, because we're from the north, and got us our first apartment, and we didn't have a pot to pee in. Let me tell you, legitly, we didn't. I boiled noodles out of a coffee pot, man. I got creative, and I was pregnant with my yeah.
Wow. Kim says she's a black sheep of the family.
I am too.
Oh,
I am too.
Olivia's the adopted kid?
Well, that's my friend's daughter. She's 20.
Hi, Olivia. Welcome in. Wow. She's the adopted kid. Okay.
Yeah.
Olivia,
Hi, Livy.
Do you eat the greens or do you eat the other stuff? That's what I need to know, Olivia.
Uh-oh, my phone's gonna die.
We're getting close to time where you got to go anyway, right?
Yeah, I gotta pick up my baby from Bible school.
Yeah. Okay. You eat the other stuff mostly. Okay. That's fair. Okay.
But she eats healthy because I cook.
She does. Thank you, April. Thank you for coming here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
This was absolutely wonderful. And I hope a lot of people watch this.
I guess we'll see. And I hope, I hope so too. But I guess time will tell.
Time will tell. And I will let you know how it goes. And I will send you a link to it.
Whenever.
Yep.
All right. I better go. My phone's 5%.
Yep. Okay.
I love all you beautiful ladies. It was nice chatting with y'all.
All right. Thank you, April.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, everyone. I don't know if you understand how much I love doing these interviews, but every one of them teaches me something I didn't know and gives me a different perspective on life. I think that the fact that she can go from being 120 pounds overweight, change her entire diet, just herself while still cooking for her family, but she cooks nothing, lose all the 120 pounds, and keep doing it for 4 years. To me, that's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to have to watch this one again, at least once or twice. But thank you guys for coming. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for the comments. I really do appreciate it. If there's anybody that wants to be interviewed, simply leave me a comment and we will set something up. Twinkie, I know you want to, and we'll get it done. I'm Pharmacist Michael. Be happy and be healthy. Bye, everyone.